Good day, everyone. Today we'll be talking about the future of HRIS, or Human Resource Information Systems. HRIS is no longer just about keeping employees' record or handling administrative tasks. It has become a powerful tool that integrates human resource management with information technology, helping organizations manage their workforce in smarter and more strategic ways. In this discussion, we'll explore how the HRIS evolved from being mainly administrative to becoming a key driver of talent management and analytics. We'll also look how the HRIS is being shaped by several future trends like Web 2.0 tools, such as social networks, blogs, wikis, and collaborative platforms are transforming how the organizations connect and share knowledge. Enterprise portals also now allow self-service, collaboration, and easier access to information. Social networking is also playing a big role in employee engagement and communication, while internationalization pushes the HRIS to adapt to diverse labor laws and cultural contexts. Finally, we have the open source software, which offers flexibility, collaboration, and reduced dependence on traditional vendors, making the HR system more innovative and adaptable. Today, I'll be discussing the integration of human resource management and information technology, which comes together in what we all know as the Human Resource Information System, or simply the HRIS. On the human resource side, we all know that HR deals with people-related tasks such as recruitment of employees, payroll, training, and even performance management. These are very important in a corporation or a company, but if done manually, they can be slow, repetitive, and even prone to many mistakes. On the other hand, we have the information technology side, where IT provides us with tools such as databases, cloud platforms, automation, and even data analytics. These tools help us process information faster, more accurately, and in larger amounts compared to doing it manually. When HR and IT are merged, that's where the human resource information system comes in. The HRIS makes the HR task more efficient and strategic. For example, employee records and attendance can be stored digitally and assessed anytime, while the payroll and leave requests can be automated. Data analytics can help the HR managers predict trends like employees turnover or identify high performers. Even employees can benefit through self-service portals where they can check their payslips, apply for leave, or update their personal details without going through long processes. In short, it was much better when we have the HRIS because it transforms the HR work from just handling paperwork to becoming a more strategic partner in an organization. It also allows the HR to focus on improving workforce productivity and supporting organizational growth, all thanks to the integration of the HR and the information technology.
So now we have the objective. So number one, discuss the short-term future trends in HRM. So in the near future, HRM will deal with things like online hiring, work from home, setups like that, flexible schedules, and making sure employees are healthy and happy. So number two is discuss the long-term future challenges for HRM and tactics to handle them in the long run. So HRM will face bigger issues like rapid changes in technologies, handling more diverse workforce like that, and keeping workers skilled. To solve this, HRM should focus on training and update their policies and long-term planning. So number three is explain the impact of future trends in IT or IS and workforce technologies on the operation of an HRIS. So the new technologies such as cloud systems and AI will improve HRIS by making tasks like payroll, hiring, and performance tracking faster and more accurate. So lastly, which is number four, is understand how HR and ITS are combining for future HRA business applications. So HR and IT will work more closely together to create like advanced systems, so such as AI tools for recruitment and self-service apps for employees.
In this report, we are going to explore six essential concepts in modern human resource management. First is human resource information management, future trends in HRM, Web 2.0, social networking, enterprise portals, and open source software.
Good morning everyone. Today I'll be sharing about future trends in ITIS and HRIS. As technology continues to evolve, HR systems are also transforming to meet needs of modern organizations. These trends show us how IT and HRIS work hand to hand to make human resource management faster, smarter, and more efficient. Before we look at the specific trends, it's important to first understand the connections between ITIS and HRIS. Connection of ITIS and HRIS is it's impossible to separate ITIS from HRIS because almost every HR function today relies on technology. For example, instead of manual filing employees now update their personal records online. Recruitment, payroll, and even performance evaluation are also digitized. This shows how HRIS is no longer just a tool but necessity in the workplace. With this connection in mind, let's now discuss the technology technological advantage advancements shaping ITIS and HRIS today. Some of the key advantages include network communication technologies like broadband, wireless, and mobile devices, which allow HR tasks to be done anytime and anywhere. For example, BPO companies let employees file leaves and check schedules through HR apps, HR apps like Sprout HR or Oracle HCM. This ensures fast processing even outside the office. This shows how connectivity makes HR more flexible and accessible. Next, we have collaborative tools such as portals and Web 2.0 platforms that promote teamwork and knowledge sharing. For example, during the pandemic, onboarding and training were conducted online using Zoom and cloud-based and Gmeet continuity. This proves that collaborative is possible even without face-to-face interaction. The third advantage is service-oriented architecture, or in short SOA, which helps integrate different system in a company, making process smoother and data more accurate. This makes business process more reliable and consistent. For example, in a multinational company, when employee is promoted, SOA makes sure that payroll, HR, and finance systems are updated simultaneously, avoiding errors. Another one is rich internet application, or RIA, that makes HRIS more interactive and user-friendly. Example, a self-service HR portal allows employees to download payslips, request training, and update personal records without needing HR staff to do it manually. This empower employees to manage their own information directly. The fifth is business intelligence HR software that uses data analytics to support better and faster decision making. For example, a retail company analyzes employee turnover using BI software. That they found out that most resignation happen in the first 6 months. With this insight, they reduce turnover by 15%. This shows how data can guide effective HR strategies. The sixth one refers to empowerment and decision making. These technologies empower both employers and employees. Employers benefit from data-driven decision making, while employees gain control over their own information. For example, AI recruitment tools like Talent Solution can scan thousands of resumes and shortlist the best candidates, saving recruiters a lot of time. Employees, on the other hand, use platform like Coursera for business, which recommends personalized training based on their career goals. This proves that both sides benefit equally from HR technologies. And finally, the seventh advancement in intelligent HR software. The future also lies in intelligence HR software powered by artificial intelligence, or AI, and automation. This replaces traditional approaches to decision making and makes process more efficient. For example, a tech company implement AI-driven in performance management, where employees receive real-time feedback and growth. The benefits and impact of these technologies are they not only improve coordination, empower both employers and employees to use and share knowledge for the company success. The goal is to move from traditional decision making to more intelligent and data-driven decision. This way, organization can maximize human capital and become more competitive in the market. In conclusion, the future trends in ITIS and HRIS shows that HR is no longer just about paperwork or administration. It's now about technology integration with tools like mobile apps, collaborative platform, BI software, and AI-driven systems. Organizations can make smarter decisions, improve efficiency, and empower employees by embracing these trends. Companies can stay competitive, adaptable, and future ready in today's fast-changing business environment. That's future trends in ITIS and HRIS. Thank you.
So now let's talk about the Web 2.0. So it is the second generation of internet use. So instead of just reading information, just like in the Web 1.0, we can now create, share, and interact with content. So first, what is Web 2.0? So it is a knowledge-oriented environment where people don't just access information, but also contribute to it. So it focuses on creativity, collaboration, and sharing. So content is not only published by companies, but also by users themselves. So what are the examples of Web 2.0? First, we have the technologies, which is the social networking sites. So for example, the chat rooms, Facebook, and MySpace. So we also have the wikis, which is the online collaborative dictionaries, like the Wikipedia. And we also have blogs, so it is the personal or corporate online journals and even mashups. So for example, is Google Maps or hotel booking. So next we have the examples of podcasts, which is audio or video recordings, just like this. So next we have the RSS feeds, which is the news or the update feeds. Next is we have the peer-to-peer networking, like sharing files or like music, videos like that. Next, we have the collective intelligence, which is using group knowledge, like for example, open forums. Next, we have the web services, like instant updates, transactions, like for example, the suppliers updating retailers. So, what are the importance of Web 2.0 in business? So, firstly, it encourages collaboration between the employees, suppliers, and customers. So, second, it promotes knowledge sharing. It improves communication across our business, and it changes the way employees interact with each others and customers. So, in short, the Web 1.0 is one-way street, so it can only read, while the Web 2.0 is two-way, so we can read, write, and share, where users actively participate in creating online content. That's all. Thank you.
In this part, we are going to talk about something that's become a major part of our everyday lives, especially in the world of business and employment. So, what is social networking? Social networking, it is a platform that people use to communicate, exchange ideas, and then business to attract more customers. People use this to maximize their network by interacting with people, knowing the trends, posting advertisements, and more. Businesses use this mainly to attract more employees and new customers. Now, what does social networking do in human resource management? Mainly, different social media apps are being used to attract more people who are looking for a job. It's a convenient way of sourcing people because it's easy to navigate, can be used wherever you are, and can be seen literally everywhere across social networking sites. This makes applying for a job much more accessible because people won't have to go on site to apply for work. This is also very efficient in a way that people can maximize their time looking for a job. Now, let's talk about the importance of social networking in a business organization. Social networking makes way for the businesses organization to source people that have the skills, talent, and knowledge that aligns with the business organization or the position that they need to fill in. This also makes their work more productive because they have the ability to filter the candidates just by looking at the profile through the applicant's resume or curriculum vitae on the screen. So now let's look at some examples of social media platforms being used for job recruitment and professional networking. Mainly LinkedIn and JobStreet, these are among the most popular business job platforms that people or employers use to look for candidates. It also helps applicants explore better options from their own point of view. And it's just not the professional platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and many more. Nowadays, job openings are also posted on these social media apps. So employers use this to have more interaction with people. Algorithm also plays a huge role in social media. A good example is when a potential job seeker searches for job opening in one app and all the social media platforms owned by that person will start showing job postings contents in their feeds. So in conclusion, social networking has completely changed the way we connect, search for jobs, and hire people in today's age. It's accessible, efficient, and constantly evolving, and it plays a vital role, especially in human resource management.
Good day everyone. I will be sharing about enterprise portals. So, what are enterprise portals? An enterprise portals is a general term used to describe the way individuals can interact with each other and with the organization's resources. In simple terms, it's like a digital gateway that connects people, processes, and information in one place. So, there are several types of enterprise portals. Number one is information portals. This focus on sharing data and reports like company announcement or policy updates. The second one is collaboration portals. This like Microsoft Team or Slack that help employees chat, sharing files, and work together even from different locations. Number three is knowledge or expertise portals, like a digital library where manuals, training materials, or expert guides are stored. Four is operation portals, focuses on daily processes such as inventory monitoring, shipping schedules, or product updates. For the fifth is social business networks, similar to social media but for companies help employees share ideas and build relationships. So within a human resources information system or HRIS, enterprise enterprise portals have an important role. Example of these are employee self-service portals and manager self-service portals. This gave workers and leaders easier access to information and services within always needing to go through HR step. So for the technical standard, for portals for portals to work smoothly, there are two technical standards. So the first one is WSRP, which is Web Service for Remote Portals, and JSR for Java Specification Requests. These standards make portals flexible and compatible with different systems. Now, here's an interesting point. Enterprise portals don't just affect the workplace. They also have an impact on family life. For dual wage earners, mean both parents work, the balance between and career can sometimes be a struggle. Enterprise portals help by allowing employees to respond to and solve work problems from home. This flexible reduce work family conflict, and it's expected to be even more valuable in the future. And so, enterprise portals are not just about technology. They are about making work more accessible, efficient, and balance with personal life. So that's all for today. Thank you, and that's my presentation on enterprise portals.
Today, I'll be talking about open source software and its role in Human Resource Information System, or the HRIS. Let me start with a little background. Traditionally, most software was developed by vendors using a very structured approach. Software would be released in formal cycles. Each new cycles would introduce new features and fix previous errors. And then the company would officially release it to the public. But here's the catch. Vendors would often stop supporting the older versions. That means businesses were left with no choice but to upgrade to a newer version, which of course cost money. Another thing is that this traditional software is copyrighted. The source code is hidden and not available for others to see or improve. Because of this, critics argue that the model not only increases cost but also slows down innovations, since only the vendor has the control. In some cases, it even forces older versions to become obsolete. Now, in response to these problems, a different approach was developed. This is what we all call the open source software. So now, what exactly is an open source software? In simple terms, open source means that the source code is made available to the public. Anyone can look at it, change it, and even build on it. This creates an environment where other developers or companies can expand on the product, fixes bugs more quickly, and even develop complementary tools. Another big advantage is cost. Open source software is generally much cheaper than proprietary software, and sometimes it's even free. That's why it's attractive for many businesses, especially to small to medium enterprises. Here are some well-known examples of open source are. We have Linux, which is an operating system. We also have the Open Office, which is an alternative to Microsoft Office, but this one is for free. And also, we have the MySQL, which is a popular open source database. Now, of course, open source is not without any risk. The biggest concern for organizations is the long-term viability of the product. Unlike the big vendors who commit to years of support, open source project depends on the continued interest of the developer community. If that support fades, the product may not be sustainable anymore. But despite that, open source has been growing and is finding strong support, especially in areas where organizational needs are common across industries. Now, let's connect this to Human Resource Information System, or the HRIS. Many modern HR vendors today actually use open source software to support their product offerings. Examples include companies like Workday, TULLAO, and Jornex, which integrate open source components into their systems. Aside from that, there are companies that now focus on providing open source HRIS directly. Some of the systems are integrated, while others are more specialized. For example, the time tracks, which is an open source software for time and attendance management, and also the Orange HRM, which provides a more comprehensive HR suite. What's interesting here is the business model. Unlike traditional vendors, open source HRIS providers don't earn mainly from selling the software itself. Instead, they focus on support services and customization. In other words, they build long-term relationship with clients by helping them implement, maintain, and tailor the system according to their needs and wants. So to summarize, traditional software is vendor controlled, costly, and often limits flexibility, while open source software, on the other hand, promotes collaboration, innovation, and affordability. While it carries some risk, especially around long-term support, it has been steadily growing in importance, particularly in the HR field. With examples like TimeTrex and Orange HRM, open source HRIS is becoming a practical choice for small and medium businesses that wants flexibility without breaking the budget. In conclusion, open source software represents a shift in how we think about technology in HR. Instead of being locked into rigid vendor cycles, organizations now have the chance to use systems that are flexible, affordable, and community driven. And as much more companies adopt to it, open source HRS will likely play an even bigger role in the future of workforce and management.
Hi guys, now that we understood the connection between ITIS and HRIS, let's take a closer look at how this actually works. Already see many examples of how in fact we can already see many examples of how ITIS and HRIS are changing HR practices today. For example, companies now use online jobs portals like JobStreet, LinkedIn, and Caliber to make recruitment faster and more accessible. Payroll processes have also become automated, where HRIS takes care of salary computations and deduction and benefit more accurately than manual work. Training has also shifted online, especially during the pandemic, where employees were able to complete onboarding and learning programs to Zoom or e-learning systems. Attendance taking has improved as well with the use of biometrics and mobile time-in applications. Employees are also empowered through self-service HR portals where they can view payslips, file leaves, or update personal information without going directly to HR. In terms of communication and engagement platforms like Slack, Microsoft Teams, and Yammer help HR share announcements and gather feedback instantly. Performance management is also more efficient now since evaluation are complete online and automatically recorded in the HR database. And moreover, HR analytics is helping organizations make smarter decisions. For instance, companies analyze data to see why employees resign early and then create better boarding, programs to reduce turnover, government complaints has also becomes easier becomes HRIS can now be integrated with system for SSS and PhilHealth and Pag-ibig, and reporting finally with the growth of remote work. HR can monitor productivity, attendance, and employee communication using digital tools.
Good day everyone. Today I will present a summary of the future human resources management and the role of technology. Over the years, technology has transformed HR from being most focused on paperwork and administration into a more strategic functions that support organizational growth. One important development is the use of enterprise portal, which act as a gateways that bring information, services, and tools together in one place, helping both employees and managers communicate and complete tasks more efficiently while also making it possible to manage work anytime and anywhere. Another key concept is Web 2.0, the second generation of internet service that emphasize creativity, sharing, and collaboration, unlike the older web, which only allows users to view information. Web 2.0 enable people to generate and distribute their own content through likes, blogs, and online platforms. And this has improved communication, knowledge sharing, and collaboration within the organization. Although it also raises challenges in terms of privacy, security, and ethics. A related trend is social networking, which started as a personal activity but has grown into a workplace that strengthens connection, supports collaboration, and help organization build a sense of community and culture among employees. Another important development is the rise of open software, which is different from traditional software because it is more affordable, flexible, and consumable. This kind of software allows organizations to adapt system to their needs while reducing costs, make, making it special making it special valuable for businesses of different sizes. Lastly, when look at the future of HRM, it is clear that pretending exact changes is difficult, but some trends are consistent across countries. HR will continue to focus on cost effectiveness, adaptation to different labor laws, and the use of technology to improve progresses. So, globalization will make HR more connected across nations, and success will depend on how organizations manage change and apply technology in a way that benefits both employees and the company. So that enterprise portals, Web 2.0, social networking, and open source software in HR can create workplaces that are not only efficient but also supportive of employees, helping both people and organization grow in the future. And that's all. Thank you.